Hello everyone, welcome back to Total Football Talk. So we're going to look at the latest news coming out of Old Trafford. And I mean, it's actually slightly on the quieter times, but we will reflect a little bit on the match last night. We will look at some of the quotes that Ruben Amorim came out with. And yeah, it was, I mean, jammy. We are absolutely jammy to have won that match last night. I didn't do a match reaction, just didn't quite have the time. But what I mean, what's your thoughts on it? How do you feel about it? Obviously, we got through. I had a prediction of 2-1. I got that right. I didn't expect it to be the way it was. It was absolutely dreadful. Awful performance. Game changed when Garnacho came onto the pitch and Xerxes. I'm more in Garnacho's camp for what who he turned the game because of his wing play. He was more of an out and out winger last night than he was kind of a 10. And I think that kind of really suited his game. He got the opportunity to go to the byline and cut the ball back a few times, which I am so sick and tired of these wingers. Inverted wingers are driving me mad at the minute. I was even watching the United youth game against Liverpool, and Shea Lacey, who's an excellent young prospect, playing on the right wing with the left foot. I'm cutting in every time. It's just, can we please just have orthodox wingers? Left footed winger on the left side, right footed winger on the right, put crosses into the box. I mean, it's basic, simple football, but it's so effective. And I am sick of wingers cutting in on the left foot shooting all the time. It's driving me insane at the minute. And I put that on Pep Guardiola and his nonsense of robotic football, which drives me crazy. He's a big part of this system football. The individuals are gone from the game. The days of your Baggios, your Ronaldinhos, your bloody Bergkamps, your Cantonas, your individual players that have pure gold at Fleur, Henri, these types of players, they don't exist anymore. Or they do, they're hidden away under rocks because we don't get this type of kind of free flowing football where players with individual like JJ Okocha, there's none of, I don't really see many of these players across Europe anymore. So yeah, I mean Mbappe maybe, but there aren't many. Ronaldo in his heyday, but we have just driven it out with system football. So yeah, I'm obviously very very frustrated with that, and this brings me into my first point. With Ruben Amorim and playing Dogru on the right wing last night, which again I found strange, but Ruben Amorim. On will we see more Dogru on the right hand side? Yes, yes. If you see the history of Dogru, he played a lot of games on the right, and now we have wingers that can play on both sides, like Dallo. Well, I'm sorry. Look, I'm a massive fan of Ruben Amorim. I think what he's trying to do is right, but I'm extremely disappointed with what he did last night because the system's fine. The players in the system are just not working. Dallo on the left, horrific, awful guy. Bruno in the middle of the park. I'm sorry, but people think he's an 8 or he's 6. He's not. He can't do the job. He can't track runners. Yes, he's got loads of energy, and I'm not saying he's the problem, but he needs to be a 10. He needs to be. There needs to be someone. There needs to be maybe Menu and Agate in the middle, or maybe Agate and Collier in the middle, and maybe Menu further up the field with Bruno, and maybe Dallo or Ahmad on the right and Dogru on the left. But I'm extremely disappointed that we brought in Dogru and he's going to play on the right now because Dallow's going to persist on the left, which is really, really frustrating me at the minute. I just think that's Ruben is making a bit of a mistake there. I don't want to see that again, but I've got a feeling we're going to see plenty of it. And I don't know. I mean, Dallow on the right, he's been great for Ten Hag. He just hasn't quite lived up to it yet. There is a good player there. Whether he's good enough to be United's right-sided or left-sided player, I don't know. So that's kind of where I am with that. But there was more quotes on Dogru. So in the MEN, there was also this, which came out, and Amarin was talking about he played a lot for Lecce on the right and the left. That is one of the characteristics we pay attention to a lot, to have a player like him. So he's talking about versatile player who can play on either side. But for me, versatile players are very, very important, but I'm extremely disappointed that we brought in a left-sided player, or what I thought was a left-sided player, to play on the right. And I've got a feeling that's predominantly where he's going to play. And there was another final little bit on this. Let me just bring it up. And this was, it was the same quote. Yes, if you see Dogru in the last team, he played a lot on the right. That was also in the MEN. So, I am just very, very find this very, very frustrating at the minute that that's the case, that Dogru is going to be on the right-hand side. If you look at the game last night, whenever Garnacho came on and played on the left side, he caused havoc. Now, Leicester are a poor team, and we were absolutely dreadful. We shouldn't have won the game. We were jammy. Maguire's goal was offside by a country mile. Um, there's no VAR in the FA Cup of these rounds. I don't know why. I don't know why they decided to bring it in the fifth round. Bizarre to me. You either have it or you don't. Use it and you don't. So we got absolutely lucky. We've been unlucky a lot of times this season. So maybe we were due a bit of luck, but even so, the linesman's got to see that. It's a shocking decision, absolutely shocking decision. So we are extremely lucky to have at least got the win. So I'll leave it on that one. But there was more. So this was Garnacho, and he came out and he was talking about Ruben Amorim, and he was saying, he knows what I can do, and and that's what I've tried to bring. He's a good guy and he wants to play good football. We just have to work together and we'll be a better team. So, looking at that, you can kind of see where Garnacho's coming from. Garnacho has kind of laid his cards on the table and told Amorim, look, I need to play, I want to play. And obviously Amorim brought him on and he has been very good. His decision making has got better. I think it's a long way to go. I think there were times when he was cutting in and shooting and there were wrong choices. He could have played a few more balls across the box. But maybe he did play a couple across the box and there was no one there on the end to tap them in. So, maybe he was thinking, well, I might as well shoot myself and just see what happens on that one. And yeah, he said him and Xerxes held the ball up well, moved it well, which was a massive help to us because my God, we needed it. We needed something yesterday. It was abysmal. There was too many players just having average performances, and we just can't have that. And I don't understand how we can't get shots on goal. We can't put teams under pressure. We don't look like we've got legs. We can't get up the pitch. We can't press properly. It's just one thing after another. In our box, we're not acting quick enough whenever players take shots against us. We're not getting out and closing shots down properly, not putting the body on the line like we should be. There's a lot of problems with this Manchester United team. Ruben's got a lot of things to fix, but I don't want to see him making decisions where he's a little bit naive, because he's a young manager still. He's playing in the Premier League. He's going to make mistakes. I understand that. I am backing him, but the Dallo on one side and Dogru on the wrong side, and that's a major problem, major problem. So I would love to see him reverse them around and give us balance, and that's what the team needs. It needs balance at the minute, especially after losing Martinez to that injury. We're struggling on that left side. I thought Euro did well in his game. I wouldn't say he was brilliant, but I thought he kind of held his own there, and there wasn't too many performances. I think Gate put in a lot of good and hard work in the midfield, which I was really pleased to see. He did a good job in there, but yeah, so that's but up front is still a major issue. Maguire gets the winner from an offside goal. And lucky enough, Xerxes in the right place for the cutback from Garnacho, which is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So delighted for Xerxes, delighted he's got on the score sheet, and I just would love to see us grow in a little bit of confidence, but I'm not sure we can. I don't know if we can. But talking about goal scorers, Miguel Delaney was talking about it and from the Independent, and he was saying apparently we have a deal in place to sign Gyökeres so he can join Amorim's squad in the summer. He said writing this it's just Delaney noted that Manchester United did not bring a replacement in for Rashford, and they're planning to bring Gyökeres in the summer. So as I said, going back to you segueing in from our poor attack to Garnacho, maybe if he had more of a prolific striker in there, maybe he would cut more balls back. Maybe one, I don't know. Kilt's got a lot to learn, but as I said, I was impressed by his performance last night. He came on, changed the game, and Xerxes as well. So really pleased that we got the win. If Gyökeres is the one that we bring in, he will add another dimension to that attack, and hopefully Højlund can learn from him. I think Højlund did a few good things in the second half. There was little flashes of the old Højlund there, but again, long way to go for the kid to get back into full swing of things. But yeah, so overall, it's all on Amorim at the minute. His system, his choices, the players he's going to bring in. Whether he's going to bring any more players in from the youth team. As I said, I seen Shea Lacey for the under-18s today. He's a brilliant talent, very, very skillful. But again, a right winger with a left footer on the right wing. It's just driving me insane why the world over can't just play out and out wingers, because maybe we need to get back to that, because this inverted winger stuff is just nonsense. Saka's brilliant at it. But I just would love to see a winger with two good feet who can beat a man and swing across in, because I think we would score more goals if we actually supplied our striker with something. But yeah, so guys, that's pretty much my thoughts on the match. Please let me know how you feel about the match. And Gyökeres, would you like to see him come in the summer? Is there anyone else you'd like to see? Osman maybe instead. Let me know who you think you'd like to see in the team. And also, thanks very much for all the likes and subscribes, and the viewing figures are still flying up, which I really appreciate. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Keith. I'm the host of this little thing, this little channel, and I really appreciate you tuning in. If you've got this far, you're amazing. Thank you very much. Hats off to you. I'm gonna leave it on that, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, guys.